Hello, good evening. Welcome. Good evening. I it's a it's a new day of a new week, and welcome, welcome. Some of the thoughts that I want to share with you. I want to share my thoughts with one of the most important uh, things so far as life is concerned. And when when you grow, when you start to grow in knowledge, when you start to grow in understanding, when we start to understand what this life is about, it will start from this. It will start from this that I want to share, and it is about heart for the people or heart for people. It's the way of success. Heart for people is the way of success. Most people want to achieve something in their lives. Majority of humans would want to become successful at something, and usually when we start and we want to become successful at something, the typical understanding of what it takes to become successful at something is usually not understood from the beginning. It is only when people have lived for a while, people have gone through a lot of things for a while, that they understand what it really takes to become successful at anything. It is no secret. It is plain, it is clear. The only thing is that it looks simple, so most people don't believe that that is the formula. That is the formula. But the formula to success is heart for people. It's the heart, the genuineness of your heart for people. That's where life starts. It's not even the so-called goals that they have told us, which is important. It's not even money, which is important. You would in your life meet people who have money, which is very much important, who are miserable, who are confused, who are pained, and who don't know the meaning of life. You will meet people who have power, privilege, position that a lot of people are looking for, but who have not found the meaning of life. And so they themselves may not even call what everybody thinks is success as success, because they miss a very key ingredient, which is heart for the people. In all ambitions, in all things that we dare to do with our lives, that which we will be remembered for will be the heart, the genuineness, the passion that we showed towards that which was for the people. Even if it's not directly linked to the people, all great men and women have expressed their passion for something that was directly or indirectly beneficial to the people. And if they found fulfillment and peace, and if they found success, it was because they live that way. That is the essence of life. So I share briefly with you, heart for the people is the way of success. It's not the cheating to get the money. It's not the lying to get to the position. It's not everything that you do to get that which is material. If you sacrifice the people for that thing, that was not success. no matter what you call it. Because at the end of it, the resultant effect, when you put everything together, that which a human being is really made to be proud of when at the end of their life is the impact that they had on people. It's not so much the money that they left. It's not so much the houses and the positions. It is what they did to change lives. So that is the way of success. And if that is the way of success, we must as well know it. There is no other better way to achieving any dream, to achieving any plan in this life, to becoming anything, than the way of the heart for people. There's no other way. It appears simple, it appears primary, but yet it's the ultimate. If you want to become a business person, if you want to become a politician, if you want to become a preacher, a chemist, a pharmacist, a carpenter, a doctor, a farmer, whatever, fashion designer, whatever that you want to become and whatever that you are, if you separate the heart for the people from that which you're doing, you will not see yourself as successful. It will elude you. There will be emptiness in your heart if you sacrifice the people. The mature in this life go for this. Those who have gone through life, those who have deeper understanding of issues of life, they know the way to success is a good heart for the people. Success follows maturity, and the mature of this life have good heart for people. There's no point for anybody to become a president of any country if he has no heart for the people. They will live for themselves, and it eventually destroy them. There's no point for you to become any CEO of any top organization if it was only for your dream, for you to become the CEO, but not for the people, directly or indirectly. The contributions that you make to make lives better for others. There's no point for you to go through all the pains to build a business if it was only for you. That will not be success. That will be failure. Because the key to success is a good heart for people. So the business is not really the dream. The business is not really the reason for living. The business is used as a tool. The ultimate reason for living is that which you do, that which you do for the people. For the people, your heart, your passion, your kindness for the people. And so we endure whatever that we endure in this life because of our heart for the people. Some people say that life is difficult, life is tough. Some people give up on their dreams. If you want to become anything, there will be a lot of challenges. There will be a lot of difficulties, whatever that you want to become. If you want to build business particularly, if you want to become an entrepreneur, there will be a lot of difficulties. There will be a lot of challenges. There will be a lot of pain. There's no point trying to endure any of these things if you don't have genuine heart for people. There's no point. Because by the time that you endure those things, you will feel empty. You feel disappointed. Because that which is in your heart, that hole, can never be filled with anything but love for the people. Without this heart for people, life is meaningless. Life is nothing if you don't have heart for people. So whatever that you've been gifted with, if it's education, if it's money, if it's beauty, if it's privilege, if it's not being used for the good of people, if you have knowledge and you're not sharing them for the betterment of mankind, whatever that you have, if it's not directly linked to making people better is useless. It's not important. It's nothing. We endure what we endure getting to our goals because that which keeps us going. It's because by the end that we get to that goal, a lot of people will benefit. So there's no point building a business. It's only for you to get a house and a car for yourself. It's useless. There has to be a higher goal, bigger goal, for you to keep the belief, for you to keep the hope, for you to endure anything. And that bigger goal is for the people. The people. The people. The interest for the people. If you go to any community, any country, where you see a lot of poverty, when you see a lot of lives being destroyed, it's because the people have not been taught to live for the higher or the highest principle of life, which is living with the heart for the people. That's why they say life is vanity. Life is only vanity when you live for yourself. When you live for yourself. There are so many people who will just, share anything with you, and it's just for the jokes. But the tools that they have found, the wisdom that they have found, they will never share them with anybody. They keep them. When it's joke, when it's football, when it's entertainment, on social media, you see them share all those. But the tricks that they have found in life, that which made them better, they will never share with anybody. That is not success. That is failure. Because we do whatever we do in this life, go through pain and pleasure, become effective at anything. We acquire wisdom, knowledge, understanding, so that we can share them with people, so that people can become better. If anybody is connected to you, the meaning of life is for those people to benefit and become better. If you don't get there, you're a child. You're later. And it has nothing to do with age at a certain point. It has everything to do with the quality of understanding of knowledge that you have, the revelation that you have out of this life. And if you grow, you will know that the whole essence of life was to live, to love people, to cherish people, to appreciate people, to get the best for people. That is the essence of life. So dream, passion, business, all those, money, politics, everything that people go through. If you separate the people from your dream, you don't live a successful life. Life becomes desperate and painful. It becomes void. Because you took that which was the main thing of life. The main thing of life is heart for the people. A genuine heart. A clean heart. When the pain of others gets to you. When you develop your life, say that you're kind to people. You develop your life, say that you're merciful to people. You give people second chance. You develop yourself, say that you are humble to talk to people. Those that you think are not even in your category. So if you see anybody who thinks that some people are below them, they are children. They don't understand life. And if those people think that they are successful, they don't know success. And innerly, if you were to have one-on-one discussion with such people, they have very weak understanding of what life is about. Or really, life is about an open heart, a clean heart, a welcoming heart, a humble heart for people. That's why people who have this should be the ones who get to critical positions of any society. Because then they can change things. If you get people who get into critical positions of society with these things, without these things, the society will continue to wallow in poverty and lack and confusion. Because anybody who does not understand that the essence of success in this life is a good heart for the people. And that is what really stages anybody for what we call success. If you look through all the top entrepreneurs around the world, until we come into conclusion that we are all the same, speak if same God, we will never be fulfilled. And yes, we will never be fulfilled. So people are chasing mirage, people are chasing image, people are chasing the wind. But the truth, the highest of all the knowledge on this earth, is a good heart for people. And that is what people do, what they do. So if you're pursuing any dream to become anything, and you separate this heart for the people out, by the time that you get to the end of your life, you will lose it. The life that you are chasing to find and to build, by the time you get to the end of it, if you had no heart for the people, you see that it's an empty life. It's an empty life. And that's why most people, they destroy lives, they are cruel to people, they are unforgiving, they are arrogant, they are unkind, they are selfish. A lot of people are like that. They tell lies, they cheat, they defend only their interests just to get to their so-called dreams. And by the time you get there, you'll see that that dream was a mirage. Because the essence of success, nothing qualifies anybody to get success. The success that is composite, that is complete, if you separate the heart, the good heart for people from it. If you don't have heart for people, if you don't have passion for the progress, for the good of people, whatever that you are chasing in this life is useless, it's meaningless. And that's why people who have this understanding are the ones who become successful. That's why companies who have this kind of understanding are the companies that become successful. That's why countries, cultures who have this kind of understanding are the cultures who continue to develop and to grow. Because there's no success without good heart for the people. What is the success for? It's not for you, it's for the other person. Because the treasure of life is in people. And so when you live in any community, any culture, any school, any company, any country, where people have not been trained and taught that the heart for the people is the way of success. And so people will run, chase, compete, kill people, destroy lives to get to that which they think is success. And then they get there, they get disappointed. They get there, they get destroyed. They get wounded. They get annihilated because they did not have the wisdom, which is heart for the people, good heart for the people, for the dignity of the people, for the preservation of the people. If they don't have that and they run, by the time they get to the end of it, it will be distraction. So you look around, there are people that you saw who were doing so well, but who would sacrifice humans to get there. And by the time they reach there, everything else got destroyed. So because the essence, there's no point chasing anything if that one is not understood and clearly defined. And that is why people who have this understanding can endure any pain. You are patient when you have heart for people. You're patient. Nothing can take you off your dream, off your goal, off your persuasion. Nothing can derail you, because the foundation, you have it right, which is good heart for people. So people like that, when they set goals, you see that no matter what delays, no matter what distractions that come, they still continue to get to their goal. No matter who leaves them, no matter who fights them, no matter who disappoints them, no matter who run away with whatever they have, no matter who comes against them, because they have the genuineness of heart for the good of people. And you see it by the way they treat the people around them. You see it by the way they fight for the vulnerable. You see it by the way they are trustworthy with that which anybody commits to them. When you see somebody with that kind of understanding of life, there's nothing that can stop that person from getting to their goals. Nothing. They may not be in haste. They may be going gradually, But because they have the heart for the people, they will go with everything that is right. They will be truthful, they'll be honest, they'll be careful, they'll be caring, they'll be kind. These are the things that will make somebody reach their goal and be proud of it, and society will be proud of it. When somebody else wants to get to their goal, but they don't have this, you see that they are impatient. They don't value people, they don't respect people. They talk to people anyhow. They are arrogant, they are selfish. When you see people like that, the success, good success, success that comes with peace, with health, with prosperity, with good company, they never get this kind of success. Why? Because they don't value, they sacrifice people to get to that which they thought was success. Nobody sacrifices people. Nobody hates people. Nobody takes people for granted and gets to any position that they call success and will be proud of it. It's not even sustainable. So when you are not mature, when you are not taught, when you are not trained, you think that you can get to your dream by cheating and lying and compromising and destroying others. When you become wise, when you become somebody who has, learnt the lessons, you will see that there is no point trying to get to your goals if you're going to sacrifice the people, if you don't have good heart for the people. So if you're a politician, there's no point trying to become a president if you genuinely don't care about the people. There's no point. It will not be success. Society will call you success, but you will see that you came and you destroy lives because people was never much important to you. There's no point trying to become an entrepreneur and building businesses if the welfare of the people don't get to your heart. There's no point. If you go to your workplace and you insult the people who work with you, cheat and lie, and do all kind of deals just because you want money, and you work only for your self-interest, success will elude you. Nobody gets successful. Not the one that is gratifying, not the one that this one I worked for it. You will not get it. You will create a facade. You will create something that will look like success, but that will not be success. So if you're growing, there are things that you get to clearly define. And one of the things, I think one of the most important things in this life is that there's no point living for anything if you don't have heart for the people. There's nothing. Don't fight for the freedom only for yourself. Don't fight for the dignity only for yourself and your family. If you have any revelation, anything, find a way of affecting and improving people's life with it. That's the only way that you get to live life, which is called success. A lot of people only live for themselves. That's not success. And the moment you have a lot of people in any country who start to think like that, you see progress and development. And you see that people will have the drive to pursue dreams. Because nobody ever gives up if the drive is for the betterment of people, is for the good interest of people. Nobody. When they say that set goals and never give up, what they don't add is that the force of that goal, the force that which gets you going, is because you have good heart, which is connected to the success of people. If a goal is set only for yourself, when you meet a lot of difficulties, you give up. And so people you see who continuously fight of any goal that they set for themselves, it's because beneath it, they have attached the goal to the people. So it's beyond them now. So any pain that they meet on the way to achieving the goal is never greater than the heart for the people. Because something about the heart for the people is that it never ends. It's eternal. It's eternal. If you have good heart for people, it's eternal. It's eternal. You will die, you will get out of this life, and it will not leave you. Even if you live 70 years, 100 years, 120 years, it never leaves you. So whatever goal that you set for yourself, you should separate the people, and it's only you have taken the force from that goal. The challenges will come and you will give up. The problems will come and you will give up because you did not understand that the main force for success is heart for the people. It's heart for the people. And if you have good heart for the people, you don't become destructive. You fight for the good of the people. So why would you want to destroy it to get to that goal? Because the whole essence is that you have it's the people. That's why you're doing what you're doing. You're building the business you're building because you think that it will help somebody. You are pursuing that dream because you think that people will become better, not you. Maybe you're writing that book because you think that will improve lives. You're getting that profession because maybe out of it you think that you can put some children to school. If that is your goal, you never give up. Never. Because every day you be encouraged. I don't know why that secret, but looking back of my life, I think that the genuineness of heart that I have for people, the trust, the faith, even if they disappoint you, you still want to believe in them. You want the best for them. That thing is what continues to make you push. And I also see that that is the thing that continuously makes you become better in terms of what you see about life. You continue to see, bigger things. You continue to become better. You continue to grow and mature because the base of it is clearly defined. Even if you're angry with somebody, just about some few minutes you drop it because your heart is built for the love for people. If you don't do that, you never reach your goals. And even if you reach them genuinely, you may never reach your goal. Never. If you don't have genuine interest in people, you never. You cut corners to get there, and when you cut corners to get to your goals, you know that you're not proud of it, and it will eventually even destroy you. So to get clean success, no matter what it takes, if you clearly define the base, which is the heart for the people, good heart for people. So your politician is for the people. Any decision that you are making, is this going to make my people better? Is this going to progress, bring progress, comfort, dignity to my people? If it's a business, you are looking, what is it going to do for my country? What is it going to do for my community? What is this? Do I have to sacrifice this only for myself? Or I have to sacrifice my self-interest for my country, for the people? If you genuinely have that, you will never give up on your dream. So if somebody says that I don't know why, but I become depressed, I become disappointed, I want to give up, it's because they have not defined that. They don't have genuine heart for the people. If you have genuine heart for the people, nothing will make you give up. Not for long. On yourself or on your dream. Nothing. Nothing. And it will be seen. It will be seen. It will be seen in the way you do things. It will be seen in the people around you. It will be seen the way you talk to people. It will be seen in your decisions and choices when it comes to people. Would you put the money first or you put the interest of the people first? It will be seen. It will be seen. It will be seen in how you create. When somebody meets you, do you create faith? Do you create hope? Do you create aspirations? Do they become better when they get you? Or when they meet you, they feel less? When people come to you, when you're talking to somebody, how do the people feel? Would you meet somebody, a boy somewhere who has no parents, and you just happen to meet him? By the time you meet that boy for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, what becomes of that boy? What do you say to them? Do they become better or they become nothing? Do you insult them or you inspire them? Those show the kind of person you have become, whether you're a child or you're mature. Whether you're a child or you're mature. So without a heart for the people, you give up on yourself. You give up on your dream. You give up on everything. Because you only live for yourself. If you see people who have given up on our country, on our continent, it's because they don't have heart for the people. They live for themselves. The moment they're able to shift that, no pain, no struggle can stop them from believing in making life comfortable for their people. No pain, no struggle. So no matter what you come to meet, no matter the mistakes, no matter the errors, if you can define clearly the heart you have for people and link your dream to that, nothing can stop you from getting to your goals. And you start to practice that by those who are around you. You practice that with your driver, you practice that with your maid, you practice that with your security, you practice that with your friends, you practice that, with people who work under you, you practice that with people who are above you, you practice that when they are around you. Do you express that genuine interest in their well-being and in the kind of people that they become? If you know something, do you hide it from people or you want to share it with them? There are a lot of people, I remember when you were in school, some of the things, some of the textbooks maybe is one, and you see that somebody will go and hide it somewhere and even tear the face, so that he will be the only one who will get the nose and qualify. Such people don't become successful because every choice that they make is only for themselves. You don't make decisions in this life only for yourself. You're a loser. You don't succeed that way. The moment you start to live for others, the moment you start to link and don't live, a lot of people who can dream big and drink and think big. Some people say that I don't want any money. I just want small money. Because you're only living for yourself. If you look at the problems of our society, you can say that I don't want any trouble. You don't want trouble? You'll never meet success. You never meet success. You never meet success. So dream beyond yourself. Be interested in people. Let the pains of others get your attention. That is quality of living. Let the struggle of others get your attention. If you know something that will benefit people, do it. But never give up on people. Be kind to people. Even if they offend you, even if they lie on you, even they cheat you, because it's people. People will do all these kind of things. But the more solid you are in your heart and the kind of heart that you have for people, nothing can stop you from giving up on people. You may be bruised, you may be wounded, you may be hurt because of the action of somebody. But when you have corrected them, you look up and you never give up. And you could see that in Jesus. He never gave up on people. His heart was full of love for the people. That's why he was able to even go to the extent of dying. There's nothing that is so much superior, much more superior than this. Somebody had so much love for people that the pain of death could not stop him from dying for the people. And we can do just a bit of those, little of those. It's a principle, it's an eternal principle that nothing can stop your dream. That which can only stop your dream is that if you set a dream only for yourself, and if it's linked to the heart for people, nobody. Some people say that if I go to my hometown, they will kill me. Nobody can kill you. If you have genuine interest, genuine heart for people, if you love people, nothing can destroy you. But if you cheat, you lie, you are impatient with people, you destroy others, then whatever you're doing, which you think you're becoming successful, it's nothing. Because it's failure. By the time you get to the end of it, you would have been self-destructed. You have been self-destroyed. Because that's not the path to success. The path to success starts with a heart full of love for people. Full of love for people. So you see that because you have heart for people, all the other things you do them well. At least you try to do them well. You will not be a wicked person. You will not be somebody who says to destroy others. When people come to you, they become better. That's how you become quality. They said, okay, for instance, business. For you to manage 100 people, 200 people, not poor. Let's say you build a very good company, you pay them well. For such people to stay in your company, when they don't need money, you have got to have something that they don't have. And that's the heart for people, genuineness of heart for people. So when people come to work with you, it doesn't matter where they go. If you're clean and honest and want the best of their interests, wherever they go, that which you gave them, they will always remember. They may not be able to have the confidence to come back to you, but they will always remember the kind of heart that you had for them. And anybody with that kind of heart, you can never wish them failure. Never. No matter what anybody does, if you are that kind of person, genuinely interested in people, treat people well, want the best for people, you're trustworthy, you're patient with people, these kind of things, nobody can take from you. And those are the guarantees for your goals, for your dreams, for that business that you want to build, for that company that you want to own, that politics that you want to build, that organization that you want to build. If you don't settle that heart, and you just only want to do anything only for yourself, you will not get there as you would want to get there. Because nothing fights all the problems that will come out when you want to meet this dream. Nothing. The disappointments that will come, the pain, the losses, the disgrace. Because anytime you set goal to get to anywhere, those things will come up. That which will absorb, those things. Sometimes when there's a scent in a room, they can put something there and it will absorb the scent. The mistakes, the errors, the pains, the lies, the scent, bad scent. That which is able to absorb those is the love, the genuineness of heart in your heart. The genuineness of your heart. The love that you have. That is that force that is able to absorb all these things. And you keep going. That's why you can forgive those who offended you. You can still be a very good person to people. You can still keep your hope. Because people lose hope when there's no love. People lose faith when there's no love. People lose faith in people because their heart, there's nothing in it for people. So nothing secures the dream, success, nothing secures it more than the genuineness of heart that you have for people. Because when you have that heart for people, no matter the pains, no matter the challenges, no matter this disappointment, no matter all those things that will come up, you will still keep going. Because that force is in you. It's not in the other person. And you never give up. Do you never give up on your dream? You will never lose that passion for that dream. You will never be overcome by what anybody says. Because you want the best for the people. And you are chasing that dream not only for yourself, but for the people. And it will be seen in how you practice. And so, they should be teaching you this in business school. No, they are trying to find those, and they call them different names. But nothing overcomes the issues of life, getting to your dreams, more than the genuineness you have in your heart for people. Nothing. So if you're kind, if you're clean, if you're truthful, if you're patient, every dream that you set for yourself, you get to that dream. Why? Because of the fullness of love in your heart. No matter who talks bad about you, no matter who says what about you, they don't get your attention because you are genuinely interested in people. And that is what, if you see anybody who continuously fights and is not disappointed in life, anybody who continues to fight, who is not giving, who is not cheating, lying, all those, anybody who continues to fight, who is not hopeless, that person has this in their heart. You may not hear it from their mouth, but you can see it in their action. that anybody who comes around them, they have big heart. And that's why they continue. So all the great men in this life, they had that. They may have it in a different form, but they have that. They want the best for their people. That's why somebody could go to prison for 27 years and he didn't give up. What could make somebody go to prison for 27 years, never give up, come back to become a president? And they will not punish those guys who did that to him. The heart. When your heart is full of love for people, that's where you get to your dream. And when you have that, you're considerate. You think first of the people before you make any choice. You treat people as treasure, as what? As a treasure. So it's not, you are not only doing it for the people, but that's the only guarantee to your dream. Most people don't know that. So people, they said, I want to build a very big business. What are you doing? You're just cheating everybody to build that business. You will get to the end and you see that it's not success. You fail. Why? Because you cheated, you lie to get to that dream. You don't need it. No matter what you acquire, 10, 20 years, if somebody else stayed with the other principles, that person will be going small. But he will build something that will be more formidable, more fulfilling, more gratifying than the other guys who are doing all these things to get to the same thing. Why? Because they did not have heart for the people. If you have heart for the people, when you're doing anything, that's the first thing that comes to your mind. Is this going to benefit the people? Or am I being selfish? That's the only guarantee to success in this life. And somebody should tell us that if you really want to become big in this life, you can never sacrifice the people to get where you are and think that you'll be successful. Never. Never. You can see 1,001 examples in your community, in your classmates, in your friends, in the country that we live in the world that we live in the continent that we live in, people who sacrifice their lives for the good of the people are people who constantly became better, never gave up on their dream, because that's the force of life. That's the force of life. Any other thing is a mirage. So when you have become mature, when you have grown in wisdom, in understanding, in knowledge, you know that you don't start anything without being clear. Is this for the good of the people? If it's not for the good of the people and it's only for my good, I don't need it. Because any challenge that will come will destroy me. Will destroy me. Destroy me. But children, those who have not grown in understanding, the first option is me. It has to benefit me. If I'm not involved, I don't need it. I don't want it. It has to be him. That's why they never get success. So there's no other way of succeeding in this life than having a heart full of passion, good things, kindness, patience for the people. The mature in this life, they understand this and they go for it. Success follows maturity, and maturity is a heart full of love for the people. Maturity. Without it, life is meaningless. Without it, life is nothing. If you have it, you are patient with your dreams and with people around you. If you don't have it, you are impatient. You want to blow your horns. You want to tell everybody how successful you are. And you don't care about people. That's not success. If you have it, you can put up with pain. You are always hopeful. You can fail 1,000 times. If you have defined this in your heart, no failure will get to you. That's what I can tell you. You get up tomorrow, you're still full of hope because your heart is clean and you want the best for people. You will never give up in this life if you have defined that. And this one will never leave you. Love for the people is constant. It's in the Bible. Constant. It's refreshing. And you become mature, become bigger. Anybody who has said this, see them. You see them today, they are 2. Tomorrow you see them, they are 4. Let's say you see them, they are 5. No matter all the challenges that come to those people, forget. You will constantly see them going up. Because that force which guarantees success is that heart. The genuineness of heart for people. That is the only force that guarantees success. And that's where power really is. If you're looking for power, that's where power is. A heart full of love for people. That's where power is. The power is not the one who is chanting. No, forget. That's not power. Rare force of the rare power in this life is a heart full of love for people. That's why people come to you, they become better. They listen to you, they become better. They come close to you, they see life differently, they become hopeful, they become energetic. That's the real essence of life. And anybody who is doing that is never disappointed. It's never hopeless. Anybody who has defined that in their heart is always happy and joyous of life. And it's independent of even finances in their pocket. It's even independent of who is supporting them. These people can be alone for years and their heart is full of love for people. It's not because they've not been hurt. It's not because people have not disappointed them. It's not because they've not been lied to and cheated. No, those are not the things that define them. That which defines them is their heart, the genuineness of heart they have for people, and this love. And it never ends. It rather grows to become big. It rather grows to become big. You can see that they are very kind, and they are not. They are down to earth. They are humble. They are respectful, and their first choice of any decision, their first inclination to any decision is not self. It's not self. And if you hurt them, maybe you may hurt them today. 1 week down the line, they don't even remember. Because their heart, that which keeps the hurt, is not there. That heart is full. And they defend the vulnerable. And anything that is honest, they uphold them. Anything that is credible, they uphold them. It's a philosophy of life. It's a quality of life. It's a build-up. And every one of us can do that. So if you don't begin with that, whatever you are building, when you get to the end of it, you will not be happy. You'll be disappointed. So never set those dreams and all those aspirations that you think you have and turn everything to you. It should be rather for the interest, for the betterment of people, for the development of people. If you can do that, rest. Just continue to become better at that. And every other thing that you're doing, get the best of knowledge in that. You'll be successful. It doesn't matter where you live. If you settle this, you'll be successful. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter which family you come from. It doesn't matter which background you come from. It doesn't matter your tribe, your color. If you settle this, because that is the foundation of it, any other thing that you're doing, go and get the right knowledge in that field. Go and get the right knowledge in finances. Go and get the right knowledge in how to manage that thing. But because you have defined the foundation rightly, it doesn't matter how long it takes. Be successful. And don't worry about failure. Because it does not happen in any heart that is clearly defined, working for the best of the people. If you see any president who has full heart, the heart full for the good of his people, that president will never fail. Never. Because every decision that he makes, he puts the people first. So if he has 1 million, he's making that decision for the betterment of the people. If you have any company where the directors think of the people who work with them, and the customers, don't worry. That company will never fail. No matter what comes at them. If they stand for the truth, they stand for kindness, they stand for honesty, they stand for forgiveness, they stand for hope, faith. Those things are coming from a heart full of love, full of good things for the people. Those things guarantee your success, no matter what comes. So people worry a lot about failing. No, just settle that in your heart. And if you work on this, that is the force. That's the most potent force on this earth. And nothing can take that one out. That's why when they take some people to Juju man and they say that, oh no, this man is a good man, we can't kill him. It's not because they can't kill him. Oh. It's not because like they can kill him and they can't kill him. That pen which is in the man's heart is so more powerful than whatever they can do to that man. But if you're hateful, it's equivalent to witchcraft. If you don't like people, if you don't disrespect people, if you don't value people, if you don't link things to the success of people, if you segregate, if you say that this is me, I don't like these people, you're weak, you're a child, you're not mature yet. It doesn't matter your position, it doesn't matter your age, it comes. It's a mental disposition, it's a derivative of wisdom. You know. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you. So build your life like that, heart full of love. And if your heart is full of love, you will see that you have all the other values of life. You have them. And once, if you can teach your children this, nothing will guarantee their success more than this. If you can teach, if this is in the family, if this is in the marriage, if this is in the business, if this is in the country, nothing guarantees success more than this. Nothing. No matter what they happen to go through, this is the anchor. The heart, full of love for people. The heart for the people. So thank you for watching. Thank you.